Ja. Of een lijstspan nog eens de Rams. Of
Seahawks.
Ja, dat is niet meer zo vet, waarom niet?
hulle het gestaan wen. Hulle gaan dan verder as die Lions wil gaan.
Die Seahawks.
Ja.
Hulle deur gegaan.
Die Eagles, die Eagles.
Ja, die Eagles is goed.
Like dat jou span, die Seahawks span.
Ja. Is die erbij, Henk?
Ja, ik heb het gestuurd. Staan een groepje.
Je dit met een boze bij gestuurd.
Was het een big groep? Een big groep, lucky.
Dus all pro skill, ik heb klaar.
Ah, ik ga maar net wat even mee geven, die ding.
Ah, is een big groep, lucky.
Dit is klein, jongen. Ja. Nee, wat bij dan terug.
Ja, ons wacht voor jou. Wow, het wacht voor mij. Ja, man, dit tijd is zo.
Check jullie man.
Oké, lucky.
Ja.
Voor de voetbal kijken.
Pak man. Voel een beetje beter zeg leeg.
Lucky.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today we've got an NFC
Jij gaan weer al die plays voor me
taking on the Detroit Lions.
Hoor je alles van je? Dit is natuurlijk nooit een keer in.
The punter Jack Fox has us ready to go. And we are underway here at Ford Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 67 yards. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point.
Ja, daar is kop het al laat met mij.
That makes the score 7-0.
Ja, ik krijg hem weer.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
23 yards to pick up there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when you work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on third, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and they'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game.
This is wonderful.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now it's Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Smith.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Ja, je hebt hem allemaal gaan het. Damn you!
He's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me,
Alles is fine.
they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied
Follow
at 7.
for follow.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Dat drive was
a defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Going up to Montgomery, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Tiktiok.
By Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
As we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Hij krijgt hem vanaf weg gewoon aan 5 gooien. Hij double tap hij er niet op en
The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. back to throw. Goff.
Yeah.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Goff. Oh, he had him.
Ja, als je time-out touch met die touch.
It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And back deep is DJ Dallas. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him,
Ja,
throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared.
Oeh.
Excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this 1st half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kobe Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost...
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Yes, he's just flipping interceptions this time, DJ. Damn.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a
Ja,
force.
gaan we weer jammer hoor.
Interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Did you need a touchdown gezien, JJ?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're... And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Anthony naar die party geleefd. Oh.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Maar voor die tijd eraf.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try the middle with
Montgomery.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff now looks to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Goff.
The timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he'll get it.
Take out JJ.
Down inside the 35-yard line. Want to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. We do feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'll go down there and say that to him right now. They're pretty fragile. Goff on 1st down. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw is Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last
Help
completion.
die bal om net 'n ekstra punt te kry vir daai kop nie dan.
And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game.
You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense
Mira, Zana,
that is in the zone.
delete
We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Smith. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play.
Ek onthou die eerste, toe ek die game net gekry het op die PlayStation 4, was daar ou wat my 60-3 gewen.
To the air again, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Wat is celebrate hierdie ou?
Momentary roadblock of that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to run a high percentage break and see if they get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down,
Ja, hierdie kop op hierdie ding is toe, maar nie kon dit doen.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
Mia.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Seattle.
Nice.
DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.
Ja, maar ik heb erachter gekomen, de manier die ding double tap niet, dan is het alsof hij dit dus 5 play.
And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Goff on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because they all...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Smith now to throw. That is intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh!
With the Eagles.
That's right. Stan gets it with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington at Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Goff.
Mia.
Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down, 10 yards to go. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got a man, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Goff now to throw.
That's
going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game...
That is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
Take, guys.
His defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one.
A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition pick 6 from earlier in this game?
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Smith. That is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Nee, waar hardloop jy?
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football.
But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
All right, my man, this is
Kom
now
uit
where it's risk
ek weet erin gaan lyk,
because
maar
on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Damn it.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2. And this stadium just fell silent in a hurry.
Crowd was ready to erupt, weren't they? But guess what? That chance to win one here, to steal one in the final seconds, goes awry.
He hits his target rocket.
Yeah, well done, GG.
Out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get.
Ja, vat net daai foto wat ek gestuur het, stuur eerder vir hom 'n invite. Ek weet nie dit, want toe hy vir my 'n invite stuur, toe kry ek niks nie. Add hom of so. Awe, dankie. Hoeveel waar is die dinge is daar nie soos 'n is daar nie damn, ons het nou nie gekyk nie die stats. Ek wou gekyk het hoeveel keer het ons geïntercept. Eerlikheid. Okay, ek is eers uit. Julle moet maar laat weet. Gaan môre weer speel. Ja. Ja, die knoppies op hierdie ding is maar bietjie partykeer weird. Want ek weet sirkel is om Okay, jy moet wel jy's op die PlayStation, as jy op die main as jy op die main menu is, jy's op die PlayStation main menu, dan druk jy net R3, en dan daar gaan vir jou opsies gee van friends, game, daar wys hy, JJ is ook op online. Ja, as jy in die main menu, ja.
By die heel eerste menu.
Ja, as jy in die main menu is.